Come in.
Hey, Dr. Hall.
Clyde, how's it going?
It's going so well. Nice to see you. It's
Yeah,
been
nice
a while.
to see you. Yeah, no, it's been about 2 years, but you seem like you are still in shape. Haven't put on the dad bod yet.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I literally the gym is my sanctuary. Honestly, I go in there, I stress relief, just release some stress and just hang out. But honestly, that's about it. You look just great.
Oh, yeah, no, thanks. I appreciate it. You know, I have been going to the gym probably about the same amount as you. I used to do that, but are you still a big morning guy in the gym?
I am actually. I love getting in the morning. I saw that you like the afternoons, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
I miss seeing you in the gym.
Yeah, no, just with my busy schedule during the school year, I have to get it in the evening, or else I'd have to wake up before the birds are even chirping.
Oh, God.
But during the summer, I can kind of relax more and get that in more in the morning time, which to me is way more enjoyable to kickstart my day.
So you're pretty busy during the day, huh?
Yeah, no, I definitely am. Got a lot of things going on.
What's been going on? Like, I know the sales center, you have a sales class, but what else?
So I mean, the sales center has been a huge commitment of my time while balancing the consultative selling class, and they actually opened up a new section of that. So just balancing those, and then I know from your previous knowledge, like I have a side consulting business as well. So kind of all those three things juggled together has just been a little crazy.
Insane. Yeah. So the consulting business has it been picking up, or is it kind of staying the same way? Of like, all right, it's just kind of added on to the.
It's just kind of more added on to my life. I take TCU since that's my main career and where I want to be for a long time. I take that, I guess, not more seriously, but I just allocate my time a lot more heavily to that, and then just use the consulting on the side to gain more knowledge with my research and make a few extra bucks.
Okay, cool. And so teaching and the sales center have really taken a lot of your time, huh?
Yeah, they definitely have.
Yeah. But which one do you like more? You like dealing with the sales center, or you like teaching the class?
I think I probably like teaching the class the most. I mean, that's what I started out doing, and I've always wanted to be a teacher, and just seeing the impact I can make on students and take them from just being a college kid to giving them knowledge and a skill set to see them succeed professionally is a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah, seriously. Can you tell me about that and how you got into being a teacher or professor?
Yeah, so I got into being a teacher through a mentor I had in high school. He was a great teacher. One of the things I really liked is he showed up, was kind of wearing whatever he wanted, but he also had knowledge, and kids really looked up to him, including myself. And then, I mean, during the summer, he got the same breaks that the students did of 2 to 3 months.
That's so nice.
And so that's really nice, and it gives me an opportunity to explore things like consulting or maybe other travel aspects. But yeah, so I know we've kind of touched on what I've been up to. What have you been doing the past 2 years?
Actually, my spring semester, my senior year, I started interviewing, and I got with Edward Jones. I loved that company. They've been fantastic to me.
Really? Yeah. No, that's kind of ironic because that was our fake role play that we did in my class. And so, what made you choose Edward Jones? I know you were like in the communication school, and so I thought you might do something more kind of the marketing agency side, and then now you're at financial services company.
Yeah, actually, so through your class, I learned so much in doing the spin selling and whatnot. And when I was interviewing with Edward Jones, it became pretty easy because I'd already been role playing and acted like I was an Edward Jones consultant. And as I went through it, I realized that all the people that I was kind of talking with were matched the same values that I have, like such as trust and honesty, and loved it. I loved the people around there.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's great. You touched on trust and honesty. How does that kind of relate to you? Like, why is that such a big driver?
So when I was growing up as a family, I realized that trust and honesty were really important to me, and dealing with conflict or just having a greater relationship with my family. And then that came into my relationship with my friends and my friends through college. And then now that I have that same trust and honesty with clients and clientele, the relationship is it's a lot stronger than just having a top of the surface relationship,
Crazy.
So it's really helped develop those relationships and kind of become friends with my clients rather than just being clients,
Right, for sure. So how has work been going at Edward Jones?
It's been going really well, actually, and I have really been enjoying it. The satisfaction that I get from helping people achieve their goals has been fantastic. And so, like I told you, when I won $25,000 in college, I worked my butt off for that. And I went to Chili's. Went table to table to get people onto this daily fantasy sports app. I went to Main Event and I talked to random people to get them onto the app. And then after 6 months, 7 months of hard work, I won 25,000.
Wow.
And yeah, it was fantastic, and that satisfaction that I received was just phenomenal. I got to help out my family, I got to help out my friends, but then I also got to live lavishly. And so now I get to help people also achieve their life goals of saving up for retirement and then living lavishly, giving to schools or giving to charities. And it's been fantastic. I love my clients. My relationships with them is just more than just client to client. It's just almost like it's just really in depth. And so I've been enjoying it. But for TCU, you have your relationship with your students. And so how has that been going? Do you have any other relationships with like people that you've been developing with?
Yeah, so I mean, I always try to have a close teacher to student relationship. I mean, it's really important because I just want to help them a lot, and I've actually opened up a second section of my class to still keep that kind of 20 student cap, so I can still have that hands-on approach of everyone participating, everyone kind of breaking that shell, so when they are in front of professionals, they're ready to deliver.
Right. And so do you really enjoy working individually with these students?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I know you really helped me out a lot when I was with at TCU, because talking through other interviews, talking through Edward Jones, you just helped me out a lot, being able to just realize what I needed to do as well as stay professional and talk to them. And so now I wanted to just talk to you for 20 minutes, like I said in the voicemail. Is that still okay?
Yeah, that definitely works.
Wonderful. And you mind if I take some notes as well?
No, go for it.
Wonderful. And so I just want to get to know you a little more and figure out how you've been doing the past 2 years. And so you said that you're pretty busy with consulting, you've been pretty busy with teaching in the sales center. And so what does that look like in your life, day-to-day basis?
On a day-to-day basis, I'd say kind of Monday through Friday, I'm pretty much doing the teaching and the sales center. And then on my weekends, that's kind of when I go into the consulting side of things. So I'm pretty much working all the time. I mean, I find
7 days a week.
I find time to do fun things, but at the same time, work first, play second.
Yeah, and so that play second kind of mentality, what does that look like? What do you do? Do you travel, or is it more around Fort Worth?
Sometimes I travel. I go to Cubs games. Love to go to those, but I mean that's pretty far away. But I really just enjoy watching sports. I mean, this past weekend I was up in Detroit watching the TCU basketball team.
Really? Yeah.
So just kind of trips like that. I mean, on the weekends maybe play some golf here and there. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of travel here and there, but other than that, just like to live life.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And so living life, you're just kind of going out. You're working first a lot, and so that time aspect is got to be crazy, right? Your life is a little frantic, I guess I would say, right?
Right.
Dang. And so do you have time for yourself? I know that you travel a little bit, but it seems like you're going places all the time, and then you're in school, you're with individuals. Do you have a lot of time for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I get my alone time. I wish I had more time for that, for sure. But, I mean, right now I'm still young, so I can still put out that effort and get a lot of results. But who knows about what the future holds.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of the future, honestly, what does that look like? I know that right now you're pretty crazy busy. Do you want that to be the rest of your career?
I mean, if I keep getting results and a lot of success, compensation-wise, also helping people, I mean, I think I could still do it for a long time, but maybe the consulting side of the business will take a back seat if this sales center just continues to explode.
Yeah, so you still want to stay busy, huh?
I do.
Yeah, okay, great. And so do you think that's going to take more time away from your traveling, or do you think that you kind of want to stay and work on your consulting rather than take time for yourself?
I think as I kind of grow in my career and gain more financial gains, I'll probably back off the consulting a little bit, maybe spend a little bit more time and money traveling. But as of right now, I just kind of want to work, and then so I can work at some point in the future, hopefully take that time and do some more fun activities.
Okay, cool. So kind of towards retirement, you got a little bit later in life, you want to take a little bit more time for yourself.
Right.
So right now in life, it's just you want to work for yourself. You want to do phenomenal. You want to just achieve as many goals as you possibly can.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
And so when you start thinking about hanging up the cleats, what does that look like?
When I want to hang up the cleats, I mean, still live a pretty similar lifestyle to what I'm doing right now. I mean, of course, allocate more time to doing fun activities, golfing, going maybe to a few more Cubs games, but I definitely want to stay active because that's how you keep the mind sharp.
Yeah, and so staying active, you kind of want to, what is that? I know the traveling, going to Cubs games, but what else?
Continuing to work out.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll have a family in the future, so just spending time with that. If I have kids, going to their sporting events. But I mean, that's kind of a long time down the road right now. So I mean, I guess just working out, keep my knowledge just up to speed because I feel like a lot of older citizens, they just kind of let that slide, and that's when their health starts to decline.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I understand that. So like right now, through your life and through your career, it's pretty hectic, and you want to like settle down at some point. I'm assuming, right?
Right.
You want to relax a little bit. Well, do you know if you'll be able to achieve those goals of being able to relax, being able to travel around, and hopefully be able to provide for a family later in life?
I honestly have never really checked that out. I mean, I know my parents have said, hey, you should probably think about doing it, but right now I'm just so busy that I'm just like, I just need to keep plugging away and it will hopefully take care of itself. But you asked me that. Have you started thinking about what it looks like to hang up the cleats?
Actually, yeah. Over the past couple of years, when I was a senior in college, I really didn't know what my retirement would look like. So I really I knew I wanted to travel. After going to Belize my spring break of my senior year, I realized that travel has to be part of my life. And saving up for that later or during my career, I knew I needed to at least put some time and effort into managing that money. And so now I'm helping others do that same thing because I know that travel and helping provide for my family later in life, whether it be paying for my kids' colleges, paying for them to go travel around as well, because I know I get to experience the world, and through my single life, I'll get to do that. But I know that I want my kids to do the same, and kind of see what I got to see as well as have more than what I have.
Great. So you mentioned seeing the world. What's kind of your number one destination that you want to visit?
I want to see New Zealand pretty bad.
New Zealand? Why there?
I've heard it's beautiful. I've seen pictures, and I think I might be able to do that in the near future. We'll find out soon. I've been saving up my money, so
great. Yeah, no, that's definitely really important.
Where's something that you want to go
though? Where I want to go, I want to go to England.
Really?
Because I played a lot of soccer growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, not a huge soccer fan though. Kind of ironic and weird.
But
But I see it on TV how passionate those fans are for the EPL, and so that's kind of a dream to go to like a Man U game or a Chelsea game or Liverpool, like something of that magnitude, just to see the scene. Because one of my roommates way back when I was in college, he actually played for Sutherland's minor league team.
What?
Yeah, so he talked about how crazy the scene was. So I want to go check it out and just kind of see what it's like over there to that passion.
Do you think you'd probably do that after you work? So like when you retire?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I accomplish that sooner if I kind of know where I stand with my plan and kind of my financial goals. Maybe I can accomplish that sooner than before I might be walking around with a cane.
Okay, I get that. So actually, I have a financial planner that I would be able to show and see if you achieve those goals. Would that be a value to see for you?
I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Beautiful. And actually, so I'm going to be asking some sensitive questions. If you don't mind just answering those. You don't have to if you don't want to. I have a little average of what to probably put in. But real quick. So, what is your age?
Well, what do you think it is?
You look almost like 2 to 3 years older than most kids, but I know I've been with you, so maybe 27.
No. I actually just get my first gray hair here,
what?
So I'm actually 30.
30. Okay, got it. And then, so over your career, what do you like right now? You're making about how much?
I am making $170,000.
170,000. Got it. Beautiful. And are you saving anything right now, currently?
I do not have anything in my retirement account right now.
You do not. Beautiful. Okay, no worries. A lot of people don't. And then, what are you trying to put any money into a savings account currently?
Yeah. So it was just kind of recommended on Google that I should put in about $1,000 a month into a 403b.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I've been up to. Don't really know too much about it though.
Okay, cool. And then does TCU also put any money into an account for you?
Yeah, so they actually do, which is like super nice. They put in about 11.5%,
Really? Okay.
which it seems like it's pretty good compensation.
Yeah, that's really good because typically average is like about 10%. People don't even do that.
Right.
So the fact that you're putting in 11.5 and adding 1,000 each month, it's phenomenal. Okay, let me go ahead and do this real quick, and then. And then, okay, so you have the 403b, and then you're putting any other money into anything else as well?
Nope, that's it.
No? Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and put that here. And then, when do you want to retire?
I'd probably like to retire on 65. That
65.
way, I'm slowing down, but at the same time, I still have the movement to
Yeah.
be able to play golf and do that.
That gives you the opportunity to achieve all those goals that you
Right.
really want to do.
Right.
Okay. And also, I want to ask real quick is, for the sales center, do you have any specific goals that you want to achieve?
I think I just mainly want to help students with job placement.
Yeah. Help them individually? Okay, wonderful. Alrighty then. And then, by the time you retire, it looks like, I would say, you kind of want to live the same life that
Right.
you have right now?
Right.
Really? Okay, wonderful. Now, let's see here. Now, it looks like you're going to have about $6.2 million when you
Okay.
retire. That's fantastic. Did you know that the average American only has $100,000 in his
Wow.
savings account?
Wow, that makes me feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. You get to do you can do a lot of traveling. You can help your kids when you have them. You can just provide for yourself as well and like live a little lavishly.
Nice.
But it looks like you wouldn't be able to achieve your goals to live the way you would like to.
Okay. How far am I off by that?
Actually, about 1.5 million.
1.5 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how does that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel great, but at the same time, I feel like that I can accomplish most of my goals, and I feel like we can set up a plan to hopefully attack that, so then maybe it can all come together. Because right now I'm only 30.
Yeah, so you're saying that you have a long time. You can
Right.
save up for a lot longer and whatnot. So, do you not having that extra 1.5 million? It looks like you would be able to travel around to England. You could probably travel around England with your 6.2 for sure. But once you do that and you get to see a little bit of the world, you wouldn't be able to live the way you'd want to. So, how does that impact you and your goals?
That's gonna impact kind of my decision making if I want to have a family, because then that's more money and that will take more of a toll. So it kind of impacts not just me, but also a potential family, or even I also would like to hopefully leave a little bit behind when I pass away.
Right. Okay, so it can impact your kids as well, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And so, do you see any benefits of making this change?
I do,
Yeah.
for sure.
What are
Yeah.
those benefits?
The benefits, it clearly, I have time still on my side, so the benefits is kind of changing my plan and meeting again to kind of develop maybe a different investment strategy, maybe a little bit more risky since I am young. And it's just really opened my eyes to it, and maybe I need to start making some lifestyle changes so then I can accomplish those goals.
Okay, great. So, I would love to help you out. Do you see the value in making a change to your plan?
Yeah, I do see the value. Off the benefits that I see from there, clearly there's a value, and I need to make that change.
Well, I know our 20 minutes is about to come up. I would love to schedule a second meeting to go ahead and talk about this in a little bit more in depth. Would that be available to you?
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be available.
Okay, wonderful. All right, well, we'll go ahead and schedule another time.
Sounds good.